Welcome to another episode of The Minority Voice. I'm your host, Jeff Vega, and I'm here with my producer, cinematographer, and Mr. Everything, Dave at Vega. And so, Dave, you have been out of town, so what was it like? And are you back for a minute?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. And I'll be back for a little bit, at least in the near future. So
Okay.
How was your trip?
Oh, mine was everything that could go wrong went wrong, but ultimately in the end, I think I found what I was looking for. So that's a good thing, and that I'll share that in a future episode. But today, what I'd like to talk about is, we are in a troubled time in America. There seems to be an effort to divide us, and it's always been that way politically, but now I think they want to divide us individually, and their modem is through racism. They're using critical race theory to accomplish their goal, and they're not only doing it in the education system, but they're using it in corporations, and just like they did a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, with Major League Baseball pulling out of Atlanta because of a so-called, voters registration, voters rights. And as we pointed out to you Friday, and if you did not see Friday's episode, you need to go back and check it out, because I gotta believe that video you're gonna see that we put in there speaks volume. Would you agree, Dave?
I would agree.
Okay. So anyways, with that in mind, I really kind of decided to put myself out there and, get myself out in different events, different venues, and begin to interact with other people, other groups, organizations. Because if we come together and begin to interact, they're not going to be able to get away with saying that there's racism, because I don't believe we as a nation are a racist nation. Bottom line. Now, is there racism? Yes, there is. There's individuals, and like I mentioned to you on that video Friday, that one guy that said people, those type of people, or however he said that. I mean, that guy, he's on the verge. But a couple things that I did. I went to a Love and Unity rally that was put on by the Michigan Chinese Conservative Alliance, and after that, the mass shooting in Georgia at the spas, they tried to make that as hate crimes, but as you're finding out now, the gentleman had a sex addiction, and that was the whole thing. Now, why he chose to, take out those individuals because of his problem, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I can't explain that. I mean, just take yourself out, for that matter. But anyways, I went to this rally to be supportive of it, and I tell you, there was a nice turnout. And Dave, if you could, when you edit this, put their Facebook page in it, the Michigan Chinese Conservative Alliance. So, folks, because I would encourage you to reach out to them and begin to have a dialogue, with their organizations, because as I said, if we interact with individuals, we're going to break down those barriers. And here's what you're going to find out too. Their rally wasn't just about hate crimes, but it's also about the discrimination that these universities are doing against Chinese students, because Chinese pride themselves on education, and they're being discriminated against in these universities because they excel. And so anyways, take that opportunity. Also, this past weekend, I went to a conference with the Michigan Conservative Union, and I actually went as far as I got a booth, and if you can look right here, got these t-shirts that says "Never Forget Michigan," and down in the corner, it says lockdown. You know, I have this problem. I'm an entrepreneur, and if I can make a buck, I'm gonna make a buck, and that's just who I am. But that's America, you know. And so, but I went to this conference, and it was nice to see that not only did they have minority speakers, but also there was a handful of minorities who attended the conference, which was really nice to see, and I would encourage you to also maybe connect with them. And David, if you'll throw that on there also, so they can make a contact with their website. You know, as I said, if we're going to make a change and bring this country together, we're going to need to step up, step out, and take the initiative to reach out to individuals that don't necessarily look like us, talk like us, and live near us. And if we do that, I guarantee you the forces that were trying to divide us will fail. And, you know, at the end of the day, this is our country. And if we want to see it go in the right direction, it's going to depend upon us. And until next time, Joshua 24:15.